Hey gamers, it's grindthisgame here, back with oxygen not included. On the Prehistoric Planet Pack where the asteroid hit the other asteroid. So we're dealing with lots of heat issues here and there, but we've kind of blocked most of them off. Now, you'll probably notice 75 cycles has gone by since the last episode. And I didn't really get a whole lot done, but a lot of it was futzing around with this thing. I'd done my door here incorrectly. I missed putting 2 tiles here, so I tried to Jenga my way in there and it just didn't really work, so I had to come in this way a little bit. Actually, not much steam got out considering. The steam pressure was pretty low and the steam amount or temperature was pretty low. So I finally kind of got this thing working. I also had to go in and dig out the volcano and it's covered itself back up again. So this isn't like a proper volcano tamer. Those, you get the liquid magma and there's a trick to turn it into solid magma and then you can use conveyor rails to make a nice thing. This was just supposed to be a quick and dirty, let's get some more power out of this thing. So eventually this will cool down because both of these volcanoes are buried. So I'll have to go in here again. Now luckily it's a vacuum, so I don't even need suits to go in here. I could technically go in right now and dig it out. And maybe I should. What's the temperature here? 1200, 500. No, it seems to be working pretty decently, so I think I'll leave it alone for now. But later on we'll have to go dig out that volcano to get the heat going again. Now, I am working my way up here. The other thing I did off camera was I ripped out these bad oxygen makers that used to be here. This actually didn't take too long. I spent more time doing the stuff up there. And I built a Rodriguez. This should support... oh, I just noticed there's one rock in there I didn't get. Where did that come from? This should support around 30-ish dupes, 32 dupes, somewhere in there. It's a lot more energy efficient because it's using the gas trick where only one type of gas can enter a tile at once. So once the hydrogen kind of normalizes out here, you don't actually need a filter. So I should probably rip this filter out. In fact, let's do it right now. We don't need that filter there anymore. That was just to prime the system. Now we can hook this up like that. And only pure hydrogen should come out. Let's check our material overlay here. Gas. Yeah, we can see it's locked to hydrogen here, which is good. Now, just to briefly go over this, I built this many times in the past, so you can search for Rodriguez in my previous videos, but this is set to greater than 250 pressure for the hydrogen, and these two for the oxygen down here are set to greater than 450. Here's the power overlay, 2 circuits, automation overlay, not too exciting. Piping, there's a lot of piping for this thing. So we've got 3 oxygen lines fully saturated going to the base. Now, I'm not consuming as much oxygen as I'm producing right now, so that is a bit of a waste. But that's okay, and then there's 4 electrolyzers. Here's the water coming in. Now I am using the water currently to cool these steam turbines because they were getting too hot. And I think initially everything in here was just too hot because my door vacuum thing wasn't working. So this thing, let's see here. If I do below, this will make a vacuum and heat will stop moving. But you really need these metal tiles on either side to conduct the heat. Otherwise, before, all the heat was getting through no matter what because it wasn't making a vacuum. So my bad for not putting that in. You guys probably noticed that last episode, but... So this episode, well, I guess there's a few other things I did off camera here. I think I had the emulsifier built, but I wasn't using it. And now I'm making biodiesel out of Fido oil plus bleach stone. And with that, I can make blast shot, which is being made here. And biodiesel is coming in. I don't really have much blast shot being made here, but we'll make a few of them. We're going to need that up in space to protect any solar panels that we build. I have been making steel and other things here occasionally. Now, I don't really have much cooling going on for the oxygen, and eventually this oxygen will be 70 degrees. It's coming out at 60-ish right now, so that's eventually going to cook the base. I do have a little bit of cooling here, though. I should probably use some more. And that's if water's flowing to the thingy here. So if I need to keep making metal, or that's not going to work. In fact, I don't think I have any coolant going in. I do not. I really need to fix this here. This is kind of a mess. I don't want that going left, actually, because that's salt waters. Let's cut that. I really should have a separate branch here. This really isn't helping me much. This is supposed to filter out what? Polluted water? Polluted water. Okay, so that's okay for now. There is some salt water in here which might make its way over. But for now it's kind of working. So that's our coolant. It's going in at -1 degrees and it's coming out much hotter. And just getting dumped back into the tank. So this is our heat sink for now. And with that liquid moving once again, it should do a little bit of cooling, but not really much. And this water coming in at 39, that's fine, I guess. Should probably insulate these lines. I did do a little monkeying around up here with letting heat in and then not letting heat in. There was a few tiles here. Like I put a regular tile here before, and because it got too cold here and these plants stopped working. Now I was under the assumption that on the most difficult settings they breathe twice as much, but I was wrong. They just breathe the normal amount. They eat twice as much, but they don't breathe twice as much. Now, this thing, this was inspired by Cryptic Fox, another YouTuber who does oxygen not included sometimes. He put his mimikas at the bottom, but I put mine at the top. But they kind of go around and fertilize, which does something. Let's see. This one's fertilized here. Pollinated. Growth speed plus 25%, so that helps a little bit. We definitely have lots of water, so this is the preferred food, because it only takes water. It doesn't take light, doesn't take anything except for water. Kind of like bristle blossoms, but without the light. We also have meat as an alternative here. We got these guys are multiplying pretty fast here. There's one missing in here. Let's move this guy over. We'll relocate him to here. Priority 9. I think they died out because this got too hot. We are letting a little bit of heat in here. So this rock is slowly dumping its heat into the base, which is fine. In fact, what's this water temperature now? 27. 41. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. I kind of wanted to use all this steam for power, because we got a couple of volcanoes in here. But I kind of built stuff here, and now I don't want to move it because I'm too lazy. So we're going to turn the printer back on. We can take more dupes on now. We'd have some stress issues going on. Basically, if they are doing nothing, their stress should be 0. But if they have any kind of low oxygen or get their feet wet or anything that stresses them out is going to push them over the edge here into stressful zone. The morale is taken care of, but oh yeah, my bathroom was actually backing up, and it is still backing up, and that's because this got to the temperature wasn't good here. I think it should be sorted now, but that could become a disaster here pretty soon. Let me see here. That's going there. I think I might quickly... What's this full of? Clean water? I might quickly deconstruct this and rebuild it. These tanks shouldn't be this full, and that's because this plant got too hot and it wasn't sopping up the extra water coming out of this system. So we'll quickly remove that and rebuild it. I added more toilets at some point. Can't remember when. Oh, the light doesn't work anymore. Are we out of juice? Is that light on? Emitting light, okay. Well, let's check the light overlay. Oh yeah, now we can see it. Okay. So tank is gone. Let's put it back. Priority 9. Okay, that's much better. So, with our blast shot, things are kind of stable now. I'm sure if I just let it run for like 1,000 cycles, things would break, but generally it's stable. I've been digging my way down here. We got an infectious vent here. I kind of don't want to disturb that. And we got all this nuclear stuff down here, uranium. Kind of don't really want to play with that either. I do want to explore a little bit. I want to get down to this oil at some point, but that's kind of far away. What do we got here? Another hot polluted oxygen vent. What is this full of? No germs. Copper, polluted water vent. We got lots of water. Maybe we'll cut to the side here. There's something in here. I kind of want to go in here. Let's see. Can we dispense item pajamas? Oh, that's the dream machine thing. Okay, let's go this way. We'll just cut straight across. That water should fall in that hole. Take care of that. Let's see if they can get in here. Let's open this door up. There's probably a lot of radiation in here. Actually, not too bad. More from the Weezwort than the uranium. Can they get over this? They're gonna need a ladder to get over this. So give them a ladder to get through. I did have a few near-death experiences off camera. That it was actually Pei. Pei dug herself into a hole, but she was able to dig herself out. We did some chlorine here, but I don't care about the chlorine anymore because I used to have whatchamacallits here, masks, but now we have suits, so it's a lot better. So our main food sources, like I said, are the figs, but we also got these still because we now have a surplus of peat. Because we have a good ratio of lums to sweat corn. Anyway, I kind of want to get into space. I think I'm going to go up this way. Right from here on out, this is sealed. So we don't really need oxygen up here. In fact, we could let this stuff rip. I'm gonna put a tile there, and then we're gonna smush some of these germs away. But we could let them out into space. In fact, there is some oxygen here. It would be a waste to open this up, but that's okay. I don't really care. We're gonna go... Should we just go straight up? I should do a liquid lock up here as well, but I think I'll just let this all be a vacuum. That's kind of holding a seal there. We should do a liquid lock. But where exactly? We also have a brain machine here. Where should we do a liquid lock? We kind of have some liquids here already we could use. Let me think about this. Yeah, I think we'll do a liquid lock somewhere in here. We should put the floor here, so maybe this fossil's in my way, of course. Is this a vacuum? That's a vacuum. Let's just maybe get this thing out of the way. We could also go here. We could go right here, in fact, but we already have this ladder here. Let's just punch through. We're gonna punch through here. We're gonna seal this off for now. We'll do a liquid lock right here. Right there. Because why not? In fact, let's dig that and we'll use this liquid right here. And then we'll seal this off. That's kind of a priority 9. Let's get that sealed off so we don't lose all our air. Then we can build the liquid lock, and then we can come up here safely. We'll do a little escape out through this way. back. We probably don't need this ladder anymore. Maybe up to here. Like that. And then we're using granite. Good, let's go up. After we got the liquid lock set, we'll come up this way. Up into space. Now, this is where it gets exciting. We're gonna need to protect all our space bits, probably with a blast shot thingy. And from blast shot, we're gonna need some liquid cooling for that. We could use this liquid we already have here. Let's squish out some more germs here. I think we'll just... If I let this thing out, this thing grows in CO2. Let's just quickly... Let's take that tile out. Oh, there's a few still in there. We don't really need to mess around with that thing. It is kind of in the way, but... We can't build a tile there, I don't... Oh, maybe we can. No, I don't think it'll be able to do this because it can't dig it up. And then there's still germs in here. We'll see how it goes. And we could make this liquid lock out of brine once they get in here. Let's make this a 9, maybe an 8. Now that that's all sealed in... Oh yeah, dupes. I turned the printer back on, right? We might take on some bionic dupes. Enable building. Yeah, let's turn that back on. How's our food? 200,000. As long as we're around 150,000, I'm okay. We got extra food right here, these guys. Food reserves in living form. There's the printer already, okay. No bionic dupes. I want to kind of save some room for bionic dupes, but let's go operating. Yeah, we don't really have many operators, so decrease construction. Yeah, we need more bedrooms though. We need more beds. I'm gonna take out. Where should we put some beds? We need some more bedrooms. We need some more room. This base is very constrained. There's not much room to do anything because we got boiling heat here and here. Oh, where we could put another bedroom? I really am hemmed in here. We could put it... We don't want to put it past the suits. We could take some lums out. We could put a bedroom here. I kind of don't want to disturb him though. What about over here? Would that be a good place for a bedroom? It's kind of an odd spot. Where on earth can we put it? We got some space up here, kind of. Well, where oxygen used to be, we could put some bedrooms in there. It's kind of an ugly spot. Put some here, above the cold zone. We could put some here. No, that's beyond the suits. We don't really want that. But we could move the suits down now. I think we'll put it up here. We got some empty space here. This is not ideal, but it's a good, decent temperature. Yeah, let's put some bedrooms in here. Why not? Really out of the way bedrooms. And we want them to look nice, so we'll put some statues in there. Furniture. Large sculpting block. Put a couple. Ooh. We don't want them looking at this. Let's get rid of this door and seal this off. We don't want them seeing all that ugly stuff. So furniture, bedrooms. We could use nice beds now, but oh, ladder beds. We could put some ladder beds in here to really cram them in. Steel? Oh, they take refined metal. Interesting. Put a couple of those in. Why not? We can really pack them in. Pack them and stack them. And let's put a door here. So they should have nice decor. Once we ball this off, they shouldn't be able to see all that crap wire over here. And the only way in should be there. Let's make this an 8. Wow, yeah, those really stack. We can really pack them in. Okay, let's put another one here. This is expensive in terms of metal, but... And I can't touch this abyssalite, but we can go like this. Is that buildable? Reachable? We'll see. Should be. I think that should be a decent bedroom. We need some air flow for their CO2 at night. Put a couple of these in. We finally got Hassan into advanced art, so we can get some nice looking art. Oh man, the decor. We really need to get into the solar age so that we can strip all these out. But for solar, we need a whole bunch of stuff. Now, let's see how this went. They never got in here. Okay. Makes sense. I didn't open it up. And we're getting pummeled here. Actually, this ladder will get pummeled. Let's just go to here. We're gonna need some bunker tile to protect this area. And we gotta fill this thing here first. Let's put the tile here first. And then that'll push the water up. And then we might get our liquid lock just from that. Or just from the liquid that's sitting around here. It's possible. Yeah, that's not gonna come out of there, so we'll leave that for now. This isn't producing a whole lot of power. This is, we're getting about 800 watts out of this. 2 wheels worth. Not great, but not terrible. This finally came back on, so we're getting gas again. And who doesn't like to have a little gas? I do want to make some volcano tamers because we've got... If we could merge these through into one room, with these 3 into one room, or even 4, but these 3 would be nice. Build like a lava fountain. That could be cool. They take forever to build though, so maybe not just yet. Okay, how much, what's the temperature coming in here? 40 degrees. Ideally, I would move this oxygen through this cold room. That's what I should have done. And we could just move change some tiles here to conduct some cool through here. Let's do that maybe. Let's do some metal tiles, gold, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll put 3 here. That will let some coolness through. I was going to use the space batteries for my battery bank, but hold off on that. Okay, we're going to focus on one thing here. So, reachable dig. Once they get this built, make this all a 9. Got lots of bleach stone in here. A little bit of metal here and there. Somehow all the knits got eaten in here, so this kind of stopped working. I haven't looked at skills in forever, so there's probably some dupes that could use a lot of skill ups. Field research, also plus science. I think we'll do that. Light science. We'll need this one eventually, so let's do astronomy and this. And they're gonna get a hat. Ashcan, you're a cook digger. You got the chef hat on right now, so we gotta be careful about morale. Actually, morale's fine. Bonnie, you can just stay like that. You could use some suit stuff, but we'll just... should we hold off on that? Yeah, we'll hold off on that. We have 2 chefs. Nothing wrong with that. Demolition... yeah, sure. Herald. Herald's fine. Our artist could be doing other stuff. Like construction when they're not doing art. That could help. Critter ranching, we'll do that. Crop tending, sure. Crop tending. Crop tending. Yeah, I haven't gone in here and done anything for a while, so this will help them quite a bit. Super digging. I did put someone in pyrotechnics. That should help a bit. Now carrying people. They can also be strength. More strength. That's probably good. That's probably good. And more strength. Oh, they're actually getting... Oh no, they're fine. Okay, that's a lot of points. Well, this is not doing anything for us. That's the circuit that goes nowhere. We should probably clean that up. Because we don't like extra messes around. Oh. You know what, I'll leave that for now, because we might actually use that power for something. And now we wait. Okay, let's check the decor in the bedroom. Oh, nice. It's a mess to get there, but once they get there, it's lovely. Oh yeah, how's our research going? I want to do petroleum rockets next. There's like a little mini petroleum rocket right here. Small petroleum engine, but we need data analysis. And we did find some data banks here and there, but we need the thing that lets you research that. So we might put that over here somewhere. I did close this off, but I think I might open this back up again. That's fine like it is. That needs the special virtual planetarium, I think. Converts data banks into data analysis. Do we want it here though? It's kind of an ugly spot. You know what? I don't care. I want it on the backbone, because it uses quite a bit of power, I think. What does this use? 120 watts. You know what? We could probably put that over here somewhere. Let's not do that. Let's find a nicer spot for it. Buy the research stuff. Current load. Oh man, these circuits are all quite loaded. And I don't want to bring any more wire over. That one's really close to burning out. Well. Back to my initial plan. We'll just jam it in here. Oops. Oh. Too slow on the uptake there. Okay, we need the floor in here. Priority 9, of course. But not the blast shot maker. And then I think we can research the petroleum rocket, because I kind of don't want to do the steam rocket. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just a little bit slow going. How's this working? Still good? Still good? Still good? Oxygen's definitely taken care of. Food is decent. I was going to replace this one tile and dig out this hole here. Yeah, how'd this project go up here? Did we get through? We got something like a liquid lock happening here. Like that. We could dig this out as well. That might flood over the side. Well, it's gonna flood anyway. We gotta get in here. Okay, priority 9. Not this one. Okay, that'll get us into space-ish. Regolith, regolith. Oh, this will fall down. Phosphorite. We'll go to there. And then we'll have to consider our options. All this liquid is going to fall down if I go up there. Before we go to this tile, let's dig a hole for that liquid. 8's probably better here. Okay. Liquid lock coming in. Momentarily. Throw that water. So what are we gonna do up here? We need some bunker tiles to protect our heads from wherever this ladder's gonna pop out. Maybe here? Something like that. So we could do... I'm going to shave this down a little bit. Level it out. Oh, we got some critters in here somewhere. But we'll do a little shield here like that. To protect the ladder. Things could still come in at an angle, but... And then we will have to build ladders to get over here, and they will get destroyed, but... I think that's okay. So we'll come up this way. Maybe right up to the top. Something like that. We have a liquid lock at least. Corner build that. Hey, we're getting up there. How many suit docks do we have here? 4. Could probably add another one. Steel? No, I don't want to use steel. Let's use gold. There's a bottle of oxygen here. I'll just leave it. I kind of want a bionic dupe, but we have no power. We have like no power. Keep getting alerts. Attribute increase, that's always good. Food's looking a little low. Maybe we'll go make some meat bits here. Remove him. Oh yeah, we were gonna do some research here. Over here. Is it getting done? Petroleum, hydrocarbon, data analysis research is required to unlock data. I think this needs data banks, right? Consumes data banks. Oh, it's just a low priority, so nothing's getting done. I was going to put a light in here for them. So they can go a little bit faster. Let's clean up our list a bit here. We don't need to see masks on here anymore. Maybe atmosuits. Millimet, sure, we'll leave that on there. Phosphorite, plastic, steel. We don't have a lot of much of anything, really. Hey, we got something here. Still no Bionic dupes, but that we can't really handle them anyway. Farming, building impaired, loud sleep. I don't like anyone there. We'll be a little bit pickier there. We have one piece of pipe there that needs to go. Some shale. Let's put a floor here. Oh, what are you doing here, buddy? Oh, you're fine, I guess. We got food rotting away. What do these guys eat again? Dew bits or something? Dew drips. They're just running around everywhere. Okay, we got our double liquid lock, which is unnecessary. And some chlorine building up, and some liquids here. We got way too much liquid here. Too much liquid. It doesn't want to go here. Ooh, don't want to touch this. In fact, this is really bad right here. This is letting heat out. We need to seal that up. That's not good. This one's fine, but this one is 1,000 degrees. And that is letting heat out. That's not good. Yeah, I think it's safe to start to come up here. Now, what do we want to do first? We probably want a blast shot thingy. How Telescope. What does this do us? We can see the planetoids. That'll get destroyed if we stick it there. We almost need a door for it. We also need to decide where we're going to put the level here. We did have our ladders going every 4 here. That's one there, marking the way. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Let's do this here instead. Bunker tile. So that's a floor-ish. Come across here, dig that. The telescope. We can't really see... Oh, we can see where we are. But we don't know where these things are. So we need to do a bit of a look-see. If we put the telescope right here... and then like a bunker door above it. Something like that. The bunker door above it. And then maybe some tiles to protect the rest. They could get trapped up there pretty easily if they're not careful. This isn't fully thought out, as you can tell. How much steel do we have? I'm gonna make this steel because it'll get ruined. No, that's fine actually. Once this gets covered, it should be fine. We'll probably want some bunker tile on the other side. Oh wait, this is not going to be able to see up the sky. Maybe we'll just repair it. Oops. Maybe we'll just repair it when it needs repairing. Until we get a blast shot thingy in there. Yeah, let's just stick it here for now. We will do bunker tile underneath. There. Now this thing needs oxygen, I think. So we need an oxygen line coming up through here. That. Also needs power. Let's do a little power circuit off to the side here. Oh, we already have one. What's this one? That one's pretty full. We'll do a power circuit here. Granite. Oh, we need the heavy wire up there anyway for everything. Eventually. So it probably makes sense just to continue this up here. Iron. How much iron do we have? 28,000. Can't go through that. We're gonna go around. Up here. Yeah, we need this up here for solar panels eventually. Okay. They have their work cut out. Let's make this all an 8. To get it done. The mid and late game definitely gets slower. These projects take them a long time. 990. Let's add a little bit more there. Deliver a suit. Give it some oxygen. That should help the things a little bit. And we probably don't want certain dupes out here, like Mari. They're just not very fast in the suits. So I haven't really managed these priorities much either. As you can probably see. Okay, rocketry, let's block this off for now. Doctoring. No, we don't really have a doctor. So we'll leave that. Toggling, life support, digging. Devon. Building. Why is Devon? Oh, he's fine. Actually, you know what? Leave that neutral. He's our chef, so leave those neutral. I could probably do a lot in here to help this. Why do we have Lindsay being not doing farming? That's kind of silly. Abe. Researching down arrow, what the heck? I obviously screwed this up. I think I set it down for everyone except for, yeah, Harold. But now he's... Oh, Abe's also a researcher now, so that's fine. Operating, where's operating? Operating... We'll set that. Amari can be a good operator. Bonnie's also an operator. That should help a little bit. Digging, I think we got the diggers set pretty good. Max, you want to be up at the dig in there. Okay. Surface breach. Okay, this is like a 9. The oxygen line isn't as high priority. Packed everything along here. Probably good, but we want to get this up there pretty early. Probably get rid of this liquid lock. It's not really helping us now. I had to make a vacuum here earlier. But let's keep mopping here. We might have to let this go over the edge. Let's just... Should we just open this up? Yeah, this is not helping us one bit. So we're going to open this up. Yeah, it's not helping us at all. And then we'll put a few steps in here so they can get by better. Did I see someone with a suit go up there? No. Oh, I'm gonna ruin my liquid lock here. You know what? What was that? I think someone... Let's just put ladders here instead. What's happening here? Someone went up there with a suit, didn't they? I don't know what that was. We'll ignore it. Since it went away. Long commutes. We could use some fire poles in here, because this is, they are quite slow. Leave that there in case we want that liquid in the future. But fire poles, let's put some low priority fire poles in here. Priority 5, iron. Right from here down. There, and then we'll put some along here as well. Hopefully this all fits in there. Should. That will speed them up a little bit. They do have long commutes. Yeah, this is going to be like watching paint dry. All this here. Could be using other materials that are closer by. Oh, who's this? Mari. Oh, Mari. You're gonna probably just turn around. Oh, you're getting some iron. Where are you going? Okay. Up you come to get some iron. I don't want to install the mod that lets you go like 4x speed for things like this. We're gonna need a whole bunch of steel up here. So I think I might put a container of steel up here. We're going to be doing lots of bunker tiles. We're also going to be putting glass up here, so I might bring the glass up as well. And that should save them some time. We could also use some fire foliage here. And even here. Anything to speed them up. Okay, that's in. We could probably extend that a little bit. Okay, in here we're going to put steel. Priority 6, and we're gonna also put glass. We don't have much of it, so I kind of want to start scanning the planets to see what's out there. Okay, research, no focus. Okay, we got petroleum done. What's the next critical thing we need? Pressurized forging. We're already at the top. Improved hydrocarbon. Improved mid-range rockets. Lots of smoke. That's 250 points. We don't have that. Nuclear research. Jet suits. Blast shot maker. Wait, I already have the blast shot maker. Oh yeah, they gave me one. Let's do this next, because we're going to need the meteor blaster. And how many data banks do we have? 0. Oh, they're probably stuck in here. How many do we have in here? Data banks. 5.98. We're going to need to go to space, I think, before we can do the next research. Now, because we're on the hardest settings, we can't just teleport over to the next asteroid. Oh, there's a data bank here I can get. I never did. Let's take this pump out. Actually, it's fine. We're building a saltwater tank here. Eventually we'll use it. We were desalinating it, but for now we're just, oh, this is useful. That's a waste of power. What we really want to do with this water is just be doing metal refining. Waiting for materials. Let's do some gold. Oh, we have no gold amalgam available. Okay. Iron. We're going to need some iron, so let's do 30 more iron. Keep that coolant flowing. This really doesn't help us much. I'm doing this. Okay. Did they get anything done? Nothing! Nothing done. Well, I can let them build off camera. Oh, meteor shower coming in, I think. Nothing to destroy yet, except for this ladder. Which might be okay. Let's make this a 9. Well, at least they got some steel here. Not much of it, but... What are they all doing? Let's take a look at them. They're doing research. They're doing lots of harvesting over here. Keeping the food train going, which is good. What else are they doing? Fertilizing. Low going. Long way for them to go. All the way to the top. Okay. I kind of want to see this done, so I'm going to do the old priority 9, all this stuff. Not advisable, but I kind of want to see it happen. When it's priority 9, it really happens. We could also use some regular iron up here for this line. Let's make some of these a 9 as well, so that they can get around a bit faster. That means they'll neglect everything else like food, but that's okay. It'll be done and they can relax a little bit. We're not leaking air. No, we're not leaking air. That's good. So the plan for this area is solar, blast shot, thingies. We want the telescope eventually. Where's the blast shot thingy? Oh, we don't have it yet. We're researching it. But before... Oh, we need to make the platform first. We need to make a rocket. The old rocket platform. I think this doesn't get destroyed. I think it's safe to build. We could use gold or steel. In fact, we could stick it right there. Where's this? Where's the top? Whoa, the top is way up there. Where should we put this rocket? Here? That'll cook everything beside it. It'll let off really hot exhaust, which will melt everything below it. Can this be floating in the air? I don't think so. Is that a good place for it? Probably not. We could put it over here. Somewhere like here, maybe? Let's level with that at least. Now the heat will conduct into all this material here, but is that okay? Probably. If we put it here, we don't have to worry about the vacuum, like the vacuum will destroy all the heat. We could put it along here somewhere. We don't want too far away from all this stuff. Maybe right here? Here? Floating in the air there? Now I always forget exactly how, like, these ladders need protection. That's maybe the future plan for that though. Well, we just have to get all this other crap done first. Okay, they're getting the fireballs in there, that's good. It'll speed them up a little bit. In fact, we could shortcut them here. Save a little bit of time. Is this filter helping us? It's doing nothing. Let's take that out. Yeah, we can save them a little bit of time by going through here. We don't have to walk through this little bit here. And if we built this out of metal tile, they could run faster, but we don't really have the metal for that yet. I think I could probably safely come in here. This stuff grows in CO2. Yeah, let's just bite the bullet. And, we can't get rid of that. Maybe I'll leave that in there for now. If it's not 9, it doesn't get done. So we'll have power up there. We got oxygen coming up there. That power line is almost done. We'll make the pole actually back to a 7. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Taking a look around the base here. Eventually we'll use this to get some stuff from the other planet. That's our first stop probably, because it's usually a nice planet. Oh, we got some more dupes. Let's see. Oh, we got a Bionic. But we don't have anything ready for that Bionic dupe. We need a whole bunch of infrastructure for him. So we can take a regular dupe on. But I kind of want to save him. I'll keep him on the printer. Oxygen looking good. We need a whole bunch of stuff for him. We need, We need some batteries for him. We make those. We need the eco battery, which is made at the... Where's that thing made? The soldering station. Jesus, how many watts? 480. Let's stick this here. That's a terrible place for it, but I'm gonna do it. Because we won't be using it too much. Oh, my light broke. How many Mimika buds do we have? 63. Let's cook some of those up. Yeah, the Bionic dupe comes with some batteries included. But we want to make sure they have rechargeable batteries, and these only require abyssalite. So let's make 10 of these. And then we need a battery charger, which is in here somewhere. The power bank charger. Now these are powered hungry. 480 watts. We'll stick this on the backbone as well. And we probably want 2. Yeah, we're so power hungry. Could use that wire, but this is handier for now. I think we'll just do 1 now, and we'll charge up a bunch of batteries. Now, my first attempt on this map, I used all Bionics, and it was a complete disaster. Because this is a metal poor... Uh-oh, what's wrong with him? Minor radiation sickness. Where? Why? How? Oh, the planet is irradiated. Jeez Louise. Barely safe. Why do we live on an irradiated planet? Well, they do pee out that radiation at night. Or when they go to the bathroom, so it should be okay. But let's see what we're scanning here. Well, what are they doing? What is this doing for them? Reduced visibility. Oops. My bad. Let's take that back out. Reveals planetoids. I think we have to select one, don't we? Or no, it just does this stuff around. Can you get Abe? Oh, so exciting. So exciting. Oh, so they're scanning. Okay, that makes sense. We will find the closest planetoid. Okay. Back to 9 here. Suits. I think there's a suit missing here. There's a suit there, and put another one in. I don't want to get this brain thing. Let's go over. Oh, that's exposed to a vacuum. Let's go over the top and go in here. And then we can handprint this. And get the brain in the box. We can get through this thing. That's priority 5, right? That'll never get done, but that's fine. Lungs. We'd be cleaning the air here, probably. Let's build a floor here. And how's the temperature in here? We got this down to 379. We should probably go in here and dig this out. I'm worried that the magma is going to hit this gold tile and melt it. If it did, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'll do that off camera. We'll go in here, we'll dig this out, it'll take some time. At least we got some space stuff going. That was the goal. That was the goal. We are gonna find something at some point here. That's gonna take a lot of time. We'll do that off camera. I've already hit the 1 hour mark. So, next episode we might take on a bionic dupe once we get some batteries charged up. And we'll continue the space thing. Maybe we'll get a rocket built. I need to refresh my memory on all the rocket stuff. Did we run out of dirt? Dirt. No, we got 166 tons of dirt. We're fine for dirt. What about peat? Peat, 22 tons? Yeah, we gotta give them a little bit of rest break as well. Because they got their regular duties. But more dupes will definitely help. So, once we get some batteries charged, we'll take a bionic dupe on. Can we take them on now? Yeah, why not? They come with a battery set. But let's make sure this thing is... got some batteries. 10. Priority 9. Abyssalite. Put a canister of abyssalite right here. And I'm still playing. We gotta wrap this up. Let's wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.